Tax accountants. What are they? What do they do? Is there a reason why you may need one for your business? All those questions will be answered in this video. So let's get straight into it. Now, one might think that an accountant is just somebody who crunches numbers and just calculates all day. But tax accountants are more than that. Tax accountants are more than number crunchers or penny pinchers. Tax accountants are financial experts, and they're able to help your business grow more efficiently. Accounting really is the language of all business. So when you put tax before accountant, they know the language of business as well as the language of taxes. They know how taxes work, they know how to benefit from the tax code, and they know how to make sure your business is well equipped with understanding taxes and also how to play the IRS's game for your benefit. To be honest, if I were you, whether you started a business already, whether you're an expert when it comes to business, or if you're thinking about starting a business, I would watch the rest of this video in entirety, mainly because you'll know more about what a tax accountant does and also how this could be beneficial to you in your financial situation, wherever you're currently at when it comes to business and startups. So we briefly touched on the expertise of a tax accountant, and that's really how to know how taxes work. So tax accountants understand the tax law, they study it, they know what the IRS is looking for, and they also know how to play the tax game to the benefit of one of their clients. Tax accountants are really people who are gurus when it comes to taxes. There are different levels. There are people who are tax accountants, people who are CPAs, people who have been in the game for years, and people who just are starting out. But when you tap in with somebody who understands something as complex as the tax code, that's somebody you definitely want to keep in your circle for sure. So, when it comes to the expertise of tax accountants, this is beneficial when you want to know how to stay compliant when it comes to taxes. Nobody wants to get in trouble with the IRS. Nobody wants to get written up, have penalties or audits when it comes to not being compliant when it comes to taxes. So I would advise definitely to just tap in with the tax accountant and ask questions. Know exactly where you could do tax law research on your own, or just ask them questions on their expertise. And that could be beneficial in just knowing how taxes work and how you want to work it for your benefit in your business. Now, let's touch on one of the most significant things you can do when it comes to getting in touch with a tax accountant, and that is knowing how to maximize your deductions and credits. Now, every business owner should know exactly what they can write off, what they can't write off, how to go about their income so they're not fully taxed on their income, so they're not paying that much in taxes, and all the legal ways. And it's okay to ask these questions. Not everybody knows about the tax law. Not everybody studies it as well. So this is, some of the questions you want to ask a tax accountant, and that's mainly on how can I write off this expense? How can I use this purchase of equipment to my benefit? How is this going to help me to pay less in taxes legally? And all these questions are valid. You want to know exactly how to be a business owner that's playing the tax game to their benefit. So ask these type of questions when you do get in touch with a tax accountant. Some examples of what a tax accountant would say would be make sure you're getting that home office deduction if you have a dedicated place of work for your business. Also, make sure you're keeping track of your business mileage because anytime you're driving to clients for business meetings, that is a deduction for your business. Another one could be make sure you're knowing exactly who is with you when you're having business meals, because if they're a partner, a client, prospect, or employee, that can be a tax write-off as well. And the list goes on and on and on. And whenever they're giving you these tips, make sure you're writing them down and also applying them. So these are benefits of just getting in touch with a tax accountant. We didn't talk about hiring one just yet. This is just getting a tax accountant on a call or using one of their free consultations if they offer them. Definitely take advantage of just conversing with the tax accountant, because that alone can give you knowledge that you might not have known before. But now let's go on to how you can benefit from actually hiring a tax accountant. Before we get to the next point, I want to say stop and subscribe. Hit that subscribe button. Stay up to date on these type of videos that provide knowledge on finances and taxes. And this is a free platform, so definitely take advantage of it as well. So make sure you subscribe and show support, and I appreciate everyone who does so. Now, whenever you're looking to hire a tax accountant, make sure you're well aware of how their processes work, how they're going to be taking care of your taxes, and different things like that. And this should be done before you sign the contract or engagement letter that they may send to you. Just make sure you're well aware of who you're going to be working with. But whenever you do hire a tax accountant, it should be an automatic weight lifted off your shoulder. It should be something that helps you sleep at night, knowing that you have experts that are working to make sure that you are tax compliant and also saving in taxes. So, a benefit of having a tax accountant is the time and stress management. Okay. On average, it takes about 13 hours for one person to get their taxes prepared and file them. And that's them getting all their tax documents in order and also maybe making sure they're using the right tax forms, making sure they're putting in the right information. And it does take time. For some, it may be quicker, for some, it may be longer. It depends on your tax situation, but it does take some time to get your taxes prepared. So, automatically, when you have a tax accountant, they're going to be saving you time that you can now spend on other things like growing your business. Also, tax accountants have the ability to provide more than just tax preparation and filing. Since they take time to study the tax code, which most people probably would never do, but since they took it upon themselves to study the tax code, they understand how taxes work. They understand not just how to stay compliant, but also to have the tax code work for their benefit. And they can use that information to assist their clients as well. So, how this could look is a tax accountant studies your tax situation. They know exactly how you file your taxes and they see exactly where you could be spending less money on taxes. They see areas where you're able to use codes or use credits or deductions that you might not have used in previous years. And this can be beneficial because you'll now have a plan that you can follow along with that helps you to not only stay compliant with taxes, but also for your benefit in paying less in taxes legally. So, whenever you do save in taxes, you have more money that you can use for different things such as investments, other purchases such as equipment or supplies or marketing, upping your marketing because you saved in taxes. That's a great way that you can grow your business. So there's different ways that you can go about business growth when you actually pay less in taxes because you're spending less. Because of the support from tax accountants when it comes to tax saving strategies, tax planning, and ways to spend less in taxes, tax accountants really are crucial allies for business owners. So it really is important to get in touch with one, especially if you're looking for ways to grow your business, because when you spend less in taxes, something that everybody has to pay, you'll have more money to work with. You'll have more capital to work with when it comes to making those investments or business deals that will propel your business to new heights. So, once you get in touch with a tax accountant and hire one, you want to make sure they're, in a way, a partner for your business. They're helping you with saving in taxes and being tax compliant, but that should lead to you being able to grow your business even more. And this brings me to my final point on hiring a tax accountant, and that is doing more than the bare minimum. So, whenever you're working with a tax accountant, it shouldn't necessarily just be a one and done. Yes, they can file your taxes and that's it. But if they know more than just prepping and filing, use that to your advantage. See if they offer tax planning or some advisory when it comes to taxes and see how that can help grow your business. And that's really how you can get the most benefit from working with a tax accountant is if they can ultimately help you with growing your business along with saving in taxes. So they do go hand in hand. Obviously, like I said earlier, when you have more savings, when you have more capital to work with, it's easier for you to grow your business. So whenever you're working with the tax accountant, see if they could just, do more than the bare minimum. See what else they have up their sleeves, if you will. And that's going to be a benefit for your business overall. However, trust is very important when it comes to working with the tax accountant. This should have been done before you signed any type of engagement letter or contract. But if you don't trust your tax accountant, it's going to be a rocky relationship and it may not be beneficial for your business. So make sure you and your tax accountant mesh well, you guys get along. You don't have to be the best of friends or anything like that, but make sure you trust them since they're going to be dealing with your taxes and finances. That really goes along with any type of business partner or somebody that you're working with for your business. You want to have some level of trust. But having a tax accountant that you trust is definitely a benefit of running any type of business for anybody in any industry. So trust, trust, trust. That's very important when it comes to taxes and working with an accountant. In the end, hiring a tax accountant provides many different benefits, such as understanding more of the tax scheme and how it can be a benefit to you and your business. Also, strategic planning that allows for you to pay less in taxes, and just the overall peace of mind knowing that you have an expert in place to help you grow your business more efficiently. If you still have questions, click the link in the description for a free consultation. My accounting firm, D. Howard and Associates, provides free consultations for business owners and people who still have questions when it comes to taxes and business. Also, like this video and subscribe for more business, taxes, and finance videos that will be dropping soon. So like, comment, and subscribe, and I will see you guys in the next one.